Good morning, 5th and 6th graders. So today we are going to be finding evidence again in the story Weekend Fun. So I'll go ahead and share my screen here with you. Okay, so this story is called Weekend Fun, and it's about Allie. Allie couldn't wait for the bell to ring that Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. She was going over to Vicky's house after school. They had plans to watch movies and eat junk food on Friday night and go to the mall with Vicky's mom on Saturday. It was the first time in a long time that she remembered looking forward to something on the weekend. Just before 2:30, the telephone in the classroom rang. Mrs. Laker answered it, and as always, Allie's listened in on the one-sided conversation. She felt like they were talking about her. That's strange. Why would someone be calling about her? After Mrs. Laker hung up the phone, she told Allie that her mother called to say they were changing plans at the last minute. Rather than going home with Vicky, Allie would be picked up in a car line like usual. Allie was so upset that she had to fight back tears. Why was she about to cry about something so silly? She was really looking forward to the weekend with her best friend. When Allie got in the car, she was ready to yell at her mom. Why did she change the plans? Why was she in the car rather than going with Vicky? Instead, she noticed that her mom had been crying. She couldn't help but jump from angry to worried. Oh my gosh, Mom, what's wrong? Allie, we have to head to the hospital to see your grandmother, her mom told her. I'm so sorry to change plans on you. I know how much you are looking forward to spending the night with Vicky, but Allie, Grandma needs us. Okay, so our question for this story is this. Sorry. What do you think Allie learned is the question. And so, I think that Allie learned you shouldn't get angry so quickly is one response. And the other is I think that Allie learned that plans can change very quickly. Okay, so we are going to, before we even look at these, we're going to go back in and find some on our own. So since the first one is I think that Allie learn that you shouldn't get angry so quickly. So we're looking at times that she did get angry very quickly. So Allie was so upset that she had to fight back tears, is saying that. When Allie got in the car, she was ready to yell at her mom. Without even knowing why the plans had changed, she was just going to yell at her mom right away. Let me see. Okay, I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay. I think that Allie learned that plans can change very quickly. So that after Mrs. Laker hung up the phone, she told Allie that her mother called to say they were changing plans at the last minute. So at the last minute, that's right away telling you the plans change very quickly. She couldn't help but jump from angry to worried, so that kind of goes along with it just because her plans changed so quickly, just like her emotions changed so quickly. I'm so sorry to change plans on you. I know how much you were looking forward to spending the night with Vicky, but I'm so sorry to change plans on you. And even here, she was really looking forward to spending the weekend with her friend, with her best friend. Her plans changed like that. Okay? So then we're going to go, and so the ones that had come up with here, Allie was so upset that she had to fight back tears. Okay, so that is talking about how upset and angry that she is. So that is going into this. She shouldn't get angry so quickly. She told Allie that her mother called to say they were changing plans at the last minute. Okay, so at the last minute. Again, that's saying very quickly that your plans can change. And then I'm sorry to change plans on you, so plans can change plans. It's right there in the 2 sentences. And then when Allie got in the car, she was ready to yell at her mom. So again, before even knowing the reason, she just assumed that there was a silly reason. So she's ready to yell at her mom. So that's talking about not being angry so quickly. Okay, so that is the evidence for that story. Next week, we will continue working on this, but we will then figure out how you would write if somebody asked you this and you needed to put the evidence into a complete sentence answer and give the reasons why. We're going to work on formulating that response. So I will see you then. Have a good weekend.